Protest though they will, a bill that makes it tougher for parents to get out of vaccinating their children has already cleared the House and will likely do the same in the Senate tomorrow. Now, in a typical case, it would then go to the governor and be signed into law. Well, this is not a typical case.
That's because the compromise that paved the way for the bill's passage may ultimately be its undoing. Denver 7's Megan Lopez has that tonight. Megan?
Shannon and Ann, the vaccine debate is one of the most hotly contested, highly attended issues when it comes to the legislative sessions that we've seen in recent history. This year, once again, no exception. And even though the vaccine bill passed this year, there are still a few really important steps that you're going to want to pay attention to.
Representative Buckner votes no.
After months of debates,
those parents in time.
After hours of testimony, late night sessions at the Colorado Capitol, after protests, a final vote in the Colorado House on Senate Bill 163. It's a bill that would require parents who do not want to have their children vaccinated to either get a waiver signed by a medical professional or watch an online video and sign the waiver themselves. It also creates a database to monitor immunization rates. On the House floor Wednesday,
Senate Bill 163 passes.
Normally, that would be the end of the story. The governor signs it and then it becomes the law of the land. But this bill,
and a lot of compromise went into Senate Bill 163,
has something called a petition clause.
Petition clause, there's 90 days after the session ends is when the bill is enacted.
In those 90 days, people who oppose the vaccine bill will have a chance to collect signatures. If they gather enough, voters will have the final say on whether it should become law or not. Only it wouldn't be on this November's ballot. Because the legislature recessed for COVID-19, the timeline was pushed back. So it wouldn't be on the ballot until 2022. The bill would be put on hold until then.
So I don't know how much of an appetite there is to kick this to an election.
However, the Colorado Health Choice Alliance, who couldn't speak on camera Wednesday, said while they're disappointed that the bill passed the House, they are planning on fighting it all the way to the ballot box. For the bill's supporters,
we need to do all that we can through policy to make sure our communities are safe. Status quo is unacceptable.
Okay, so some semantics now. Because of that petition clause, it now has to go back to the Senate tomorrow for them to approve of that amendment. If they reject that amendment, then it goes back to the House. And if they don't decide to agree with whatever the Senate says tomorrow, then that bill will be dead. So we're keeping a close eye on all of this, Shannon and Ann. I'm live for the Colorado State Capitol. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
Megan, thank you.